Hello. Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rita Egidio, and I'm back with the Influential Creatrix Podcast. And we are connecting from Mexico to UK, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. Can you please, Meeta or Meeta? How do you pronounce Meeta? Can you
Meeta.
please, Meeta, present yourself, tell who you are and what you do?
Sure. So my name's Meeta. I am a fitness coach. I run fitness classes for mums who've just had their babies, and also pre and postnatal, basically. And the idea is to help them basically find some time to, do something that they enjoy, that they want to do. Build up a community where they can, just be themselves, ask questions they want to ask, but come and do some exercise as well.
So it's an online business or in-person business?
At the moment, it's in person, but going online as well.
Amazing. What is your why you do that? What came from you? What was the idea?
So when I was pregnant with my son, I've always been someone that goes to the gym a lot. And when I had my son, I had a C-section and I couldn't really exercise. And also, there are not many places that do classes where you can take your children with you. Yes. So it'd be a case of waiting until your partner comes home, and by which point you're absolutely exhausted. So that's kind of where the idea grew from, that actually there is a gap in the market for that. And also, my son's my why, because I don't particularly want to be working in the corporate world, when he's going to school, because I want to be there for him to be able to do everything with him.
Okay. So what kind of women are you working with?
Pretty much pre and postnatal women. So women who are pregnant and women who've had, whether it's their first child, second child, it doesn't matter.
What is the process? Do you have a specific process, a specific method?
So I kind of use it's a 3-method process. I call it mindset, action, and achievement. So I think until your mindset isn't there, you haven't really fully engaged, and you're not at that point where you think, I really, really want to do this. We can say, how many times do we say, oh, I'll start that on Monday, I'll start that on Monday, but we never actually do. So I think until you're not engaged in your own brain to say, this is desperately what I want to do, you're never going to achieve your goals, because you'll start, that consistency will go, you fall off the wagon, and then you'll have to start again. So I think it's getting them to understand why they want to do what they're doing. Is it for themselves? Is it because they've got, peer pressure? Is it because, whatever that why may be? Once we have a grasp of that why, and also building some realistic goals, because I think as women, we tend to set unrealistic goals.
Yes, that is so true. Yeah.
So, you've got to really break it down, make it very, very realistic. So kind of set 30, 60, 90-day goals, and then work towards that. Then within that, we also add in the nutrition side of it, again, understanding what your relationship is like with food, and then also some home workouts, so that, you don't necessarily have to go to the gym if you don't want to. You can fit the workouts in during your day, so whether that's first thing in the morning before your little ones have woken up, or you want to squeeze in a workout during the day, that's entirely up to you.
My God. How many students did you have already since you started?
I've had a few hundred, to be fair.
My God. I see. When did you start?
I started back in 2019.
Okay, that was a specific time to. What is on the minds of these moms when they come to you?
The biggest thing is they want to lose weight, because obviously, we've carried a child for 9 months, and you've obviously put a lot of weight on. But I think the biggest thing as well is around the fact that you are the bottom of your own priority list. You're not making time for yourself. So in the face-to-face community, I think that's what's very nice, because you get to meet other mums. So you're building that community. The online portal, I would say, is more for those corporate women that are, they just don't have the time to do all of that. So it's more around kind of learning to love yourself again, is what I would say.
Self-love.
Self-love.
What kind of phrases they are having in their minds?
Oh, I feel fat, I don't feel sexy, I'm frumpy, I'm just not motivated, and then there's the excuses that come along in terms of, I've got to do this is more important, that's more important. But the thing is that until you don't put yourself at the top of the priority list, nothing's ever going to change.
I get you. Oh, super interesting. What is your wishes? What do you want for the future?
I want to be able to help as many women as possible. I went through postnatal depression, so I know that, it can be quite lonely, and it's so nice when you're able to connect with other women that have been through something similar. And whether it's face to face or online, just to have that community where you feel safe and you can talk about anything and you're not judged. I think that is my ultimate goal.
What is your superpower?
What is my superpower? Being a woman, I understand, what you're going through.
Being a woman is a superpower, right?
Absolutely.
You are very different now than you are when you were a teenager. Did it change a lot?
No, I think I'm still the same person. But I think the one thing that has probably changed is that I've started to put myself first a lot more than I used to.
So you put your mask first. You put your oxygen mask first.
Absolutely.
That is a good example. What message can you tell to women who are putting the weight, pregnant, and they are going to have the baby? So if you could do advertising now for these women, what did you told?
So whilst you're pregnant, don't give up walking. It's very, very important. Keep as active as you possibly can. I wouldn't suggest, for example, if you have never been to the gym, I wouldn't suggest starting doing that. But if you've been going to the gym, keep it going. Don't do anything drastic in terms of lifting extra heavy weights or anything like that, but just keep yourself active, as active as you possibly can. And then once you've had the baby and you've had your 6-week check, I don't know what it's like around the rest of the world, but normally here in the UK, doctors will say, they'll check you after 6 weeks and say, yep, actually you're fine. You can now go and exercise. Listen to your body. Don't just rush back into it. Get back into it gently, and always make sure that you have a proper consultation with your fitness coach so that they know, whether you had any difficulties during your pregnancy, post-pregnancy, that they can then work with you to ensure that that is kept in mind and build a program accordingly.
What kind of offers do you have at this moment? What kind of offers are you going to create?
So I do various challenges that are free. So, I think for a lot of people, they like to sort of try things first before you sign up with anyone, which I totally understand. So you'll tend to find that I do a lot of 7, 14, 21 and 30-day challenges. If you want to work with me, then I have various programs depending on what you want to do, whether it's nutrition, exercise, mindset. But there's a 12-week signature program, which will basically take you from A to B and kind of hopefully change those habits for life so that you're not constantly having to look for the best way to lose weight. So I am not a believer in those fad diets. I don't believe that they are sustainable. My whole goal is that, you understand what's causing the issue. Something is stopping you. Once you've understood what that is, you then build on that. And then once those habits have been changed, you won't ever need to go onto a fad diet ever again.
That is amazing. Your vision for your online business, what do you expect? How are you going to set up? Is it going to be up? Is it going to be in another place? What is your vision? Did you think about that already?
So online at the moment, there'll be like a portal area. So you'll get a login where you will log into and you'll do whatever you need to do. There probably will at some stage come a point when I will do an app so that you just download your workouts and whatever else there is onto that app. But at the moment, I want to keep it quite intimate, so you get one-on-one support from me as well.
Okay. So one-on-one support, or how often is that, or how it works?
It'll be weekly. So it'll literally be like a check-in call to understand what challenges you've faced, what's worked well, what hasn't worked well, what we need to tweak, that kind of stuff. and also to keep you accountable, because it's like I said to you right at the beginning, consistency is key. So if I can hold that person accountable, hopefully, you know, it'll push them through, because we all have those days when you don't want to get out of bed and you don't want to do anything, or your to-do list is so long that, you know, exercise is the last thing that you want to do.
Yes. If you had a message for yourself some years ago before you start, what did you told yourself?
Compared to today, look after yourself, invest in yourself. That's really important, because if you don't, nobody else will.
So do you believe then moms should invest in themselves? In what ways? What ways moms can invest in themselves without feeling guilty, or at least feeling less guilty? I don't know. Well, we will always feel guilty, but give us some ideas.
No, sorry, go on.
No, give us some ideas how moms can invest in themselves when they're.
So I think the problem is that mom guilt will never go. That will always be there.
Yes.
But I think it's okay. You know, you're allowed to have an hour, 2 hours away. So I don't know, you know, if you like going for a walk, go for a walk. Put the baby, you know, depending on the age of the child, put the baby in the buggy and just go for that walk. If you enjoy reading, take time out and do something for you. A true life story relating to me is the fact that I didn't put myself as a priority. I didn't take time out and look after myself. And so, you know, because you're so run down, you're so tired, everything starts to get on top of you, and then things start to fall apart. And that's not where you want to be. And that is why it is so important, whether it's 20 minutes a day. I mean, gosh, you know, we spend hours scrolling through social media, you know, and before you know it, 2-3 hours can have passed. Take time out from that and go and, you know, go and be at one with Mother Nature. Go and take that walk. Go and do that yoga class. Go and do that HIIT class, whatever it may be. Go and spend some time with a friend. Go sit in a cafe. Whatever makes you feel calm and relaxed, that's what I would suggest you do.
What makes you feel calm and relaxed?
I actually really enjoy going for a walk, and obviously working out as well, and seeing my clients and working out with them. But for me at the moment, walking is a really big thing, because it's a great form of exercise.
I love walking. I love to listen to meditations and walk, business meditations, on the ones that are less deep, and walk. And I found I just moved to a different house, so I don't have exactly the same environment to walk. So I found myself not walking, and that's a big thing for me, because the process of walking and listening to meditation work really good. What inspires you?
What inspires me? My son. He's my inspiration. He's 3, he'll be 4 soon, and I want to be that mum that's able to do things with him. You know, I want to be able to run with him. I want to be able to see the world with him. So and also I want him to grow up understanding the importance of well-being, exercising, you know, being sporty, whatever it is. I come from an Asian background where, you know, exercising and going to the gym wasn't necessarily top of anyone's agenda. For me, it's very important that my son grows up knowing that, you know, this is important. So yeah, he's my inspiration.
How was the shift for you from growing up with that kind of belief and changing for fitness?
It didn't take too long, to be honest, because I think as I started to kind of, probably more so once I crossed my 20s, you know, you sort of realize that actually the weight doesn't stay off as easily as it did when you were a teenager. And I think I got into the gym quite early on. So
but what was on the gym? So do you remember the first time you went to a gym?
Oh, I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
Okay.
Because you had, you know, it was predominantly men pumping iron, you know, all the heavy weights and stuff like that. And they kind of took over, you know, that's kind of where they were. And so I was very timid, you know, it would be like, oh, I don't want to go in there. But slowly, you start to build your confidence. You know, you try a couple of things and then you think, okay, I've mastered this, now I will go and do that. I then got myself a personal trainer, so it was a lot easier as well, because we just kind of followed what the personal trainer did. Then I started doing fitness classes, so group classes, And I just started to enjoy it. And I also saw the difference in how my body was changing, which I really liked as well. And that's how I just kept myself motivated.
How do you motivate women?
How do I motivate? I try two things I'd say. One is understanding what makes them tick. So, what is their why?
Yeah.
And secondly, me as a person, I think I'm quite easygoing. I get on with most people. So the fact that they can come and have a laugh with me, I think that kind of helps a lot as well.
Are you a coach who laugh a lot? What kind of coach are you?
I like to chuckle. I like to have a laugh all the time.
Oh, I can see that. So if I'm a mom, I arrive to you and I say, I have no motivation to be here, but I want to change my body. I want to feel better. Because I feel that in society as well have this weird, I was a mom very early in my life and I had many kids, but because I was a mom young, it was really easy for me to go back to my body. My thing is, I feel that it's like a pressure, society pressure, to check you out after you have a baby so you look perfect, right? What is your opinion about that? Do I'm hallucinating or is this a thing?
Absolutely, you're absolutely 100% correct. I probably fell into that trap
Me
because
too. Me too. I did want to show off. Then I had a premature baby, so 8 months, and obvious when you have a premature baby, your levels of stress are huge. And you are pumping 2 hours. So obviously in 3 or 4 days, all my weight was gone. And I was proud to show off that. But what is so wrong, right? I feel
the
that
problem
today in perspective, it's so wrong.
Absolutely. The problem is, I think, social media. So all those airbrushed pictures showing these celebrities have had their children and they look absolutely perfect within a couple of weeks. That's not the reality. Secondly, you don't need to, secondly, I say understand that your body does change once you've had a child, children, whatever. You're never going to go back to being exactly the same shape because you have had children. And also, you've got to learn to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're going to be on that hamster wheel constantly. And I think I've come to that realization that, yes, I can tone down and I can lose the weight, but I probably will never look exactly the same pre-pregnancy. And you have to accept that. And, just because society says that you have to be a particular way, you don't. You've got to be happy within your skin.
You don't.
And as long as your partner, your husband, whatever loves you, what does it matter?
No, I think, yeah, it starts by us. If we are in love for ourselves, people will love us. I have a little brown spot on my face from my last pregnancy for my daughter. And someone will say, oh, do you want to take that away? And say, no, this is my memory. She brought me this. I want you to tell me a quote that inspires you, one or two, like some quote that inspires you.
Funnily enough, only today, I think I posted one. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you.
Oh, that is a good one. I have one that I love and I'm sharing with some of my guests. It's not very known and it's amazing. Take ownership of the result before you have any clue how to get the result.
So true.
That is so amazing. Okay, so now, important question. If people want to find you and want to speak with you, can you please, if you can share with me after, are we connected on Facebook?
I think so, yes.
Okay, so send me the link so I put here. But for someone who's listening in audio somewhere, can you share your...
Absolutely. So I'm on Instagram. My page is at MeetaFit. So that's Mike Echo Tango Alpha Foxtrot India Tango. If you'd like to get in touch with me via email, it's info@meetafit.com. And my website will be up very, very soon, and that will be www.meetafit.com. You can get in touch with me that way as well.
And in the future, you will have online classes.
Absolutely. Watch this space. It's coming very soon.
Okay. What do you have some habits then you keep on your life so you keep structure, you get the results then you are getting? Make sense what I'm asking?
Yes. So I think, it's like anything. If you set yourself too many goals, you're going to fall, right? So start off with little things. So for example, with me drinking water, I start with that because, you know, everyone says drink 2 liters of water a day, but in the winter, I don't. I probably have
I
maybe a
hate
liter.
to drink water. I drink a lot of coffee with milk or almond milk, but I don't drink a lot of water.
So it's about really kind of taking baby steps, you know, and sort of saying, okay, I'm going to break down what's the ultimate goal and then working backwards. So break those down into bite-sized chunks. And once you've kind of gotten used to one thing, so let's say with water, you know, you're at 1 liter, add on another 250 milliliters, then add on another 200, you know, and eventually you'll get to your 2 liters. Once that becomes a complete habit, and if you're somebody that forgets, for example, set an alarm. I do on my phone.
You have an app. You have some apps when you want to drink water. You have apps. I don't know.
I just set an alarm on my phone.
Yeah, but you have some apps who like send you an alarm to drink water. Is really cool, and you see the progress. So, do you have meditation or any affirmations, any practice like that on your life?
Yes. So 2 things I do: journaling, which I think is very important.
Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed. That is the best present. Oh, look, I'm going to show you something. This one is from my boyfriend, but
yeah,
this is magic book from, and yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's the best present you can give to me is a notebook and a pen. I'm happy, so I'm with you.
And then when I go for my walks in the mornings, I will listen to positive affirmations. So again, maybe, you know, 10-15 minutes of that. But I find that, you know, those 2 things are very, very helpful. And then yes, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge meditation person yet, but again, it's something that I am looking into.
Nice, very nice. What are your dreams?
Travel the world.
What countries you want to do? What countries you want to visit?
Do you know, I've never been to South America, so I'd love to come to South America.
Okay.
Cabana Beach, that's where I want to go.
Oh my God, I was on the beach 3 days ago, so for 3 days, and that is the lifestyle I always did want to have, and finding a place like I did. So finding a place who allowed you to have safety, allowed you to have a house that is cheap but is good. You can live in Mexico, in Merida, that is very safe, have no issues. You want to live in Mexico, you want to live in a safe place. I can live as a queen for $2,000. So, wow. And you have a house for $500 with a beautiful, obviously, if you need 2 bedrooms, it's slightly more expensive, but beautiful with everything that you need, all furniture. So, and you have the beach here, not far away. So the dreams are possible. Okay, other countries that you want to visit?
I would like to go to the Maldives. I've never been there.
Oh, yes.
And Australia.
Australia, nice. It's a long trip, but it's nice. Very nice. You have direct flights from UK? No, I don't think so.
No, I think you have to stop over.
You need to stop on Thailand or something like that.
Singapore or Hong Kong, yeah.
My dear, have been so nice to talk with you.
Likewise.
You want to leave some message to the people watching and listen to you?
Absolutely. Live life king size is what I would say. Follow your dreams, because, you know, dreams do come true. Oh, yes. And if you'd like to get fit as a mum, get in touch.
Yes, great. I am going to offer you 1 hour of my time. If you want to look to your business and look to your virtual business, what is the blueprint to grow? Because that is what I do. I help women as you to grow and to get their results. And I'm going to send that to you. And I'm going to say bye to our YouTube little, beautiful, amazing people who are listening to this now. You guys are amazing. You ladies are amazing. I love you. And please subscribe, like, and comment like normal. I'm going to say bye to you, and I'm going to say bye to Meeta properly after that. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.